Okay, just getting ready to play an hour's worth of anonymous chess play. Long play games, 10 minutes minimum, upwards 15, 10, 30-minute games, that type of stuff, just to get ready. We're preparing for the tournament in about 6 weeks' time now. I think this is the leading into the 6th week. Let's see how we get on, and yeah, fingers crossed. Maybe we're going to utilize some of the learning we've done recently. Okay, let's try and avoid narration mode, focus on the game, proper calculation. Let's take, I think we'll take, just push the pawn like we do. We're used to this. Don't need to move so fast, but we're fairly okay with this position. So now we can slow down, the opponent slow down, just take a breath. Let's bring the bishop here, supporting the knight. Just getting ready for castling and castle. Alright, so we could attack the queen, but I'm just hanging fire. Could bring the bishop here, but for any money, I bet you the knight jumps into here. We could see what the bishop wants to do, but I'm actually going to bring the bishop into the game rather than leaving it on the back. Like we said, the knight's just jumping in here, attacking whatever it's going to attack. Smaller piece attacking a higher piece, give them something to think about, but he does have like a check on our king, so it's not doing that. I'm going to take the bishop off the board. Dirt simple. And they're opposite our queen with the rook, so I think they're anticipating some sort of movement like this. So I think moving the knight out of the way, just attacking their bishop. Does it still help? Maybe not, maybe they still continue. So I'm going to move the knight out of the way, attacking the bishop, and take, moves us off of the line. Maybe get the knight here because it's obviously going to get attacked, attacking the queen. It's probably not going to get attacked yet because the queen needs to move first. Or does it go for the b pawn? Oh, it's come deep down. If we go here like this, he's got 2 pieces on the pawn. He's also attacking the b pawn like we said. Is there a way out of this? Just bring the knight and block. So I'm going to bring the knight and block. Looks like a non-move, but maybe they're looking to start pushing down here. Really does look like a non-move, doesn't it? It's like, well, okay, there's no attack formation going there. I think what it's doing though is it's stopping the knight from going here. So I think that's why it's done that. But in reality, if we did attack, we would be on their pawn, and if the queen took, I suppose, in a way, yeah, there is that benefit. We could hit their queen and see what it genuinely wants to do. But I think it is just going to come here and attack the b pawn. So we'll continue with that movement at this moment. Like I said, I think they're just going to go here. So we could bring that. None of that. Alright, so they want to advance their knight, attacking this pawn. Their knight doesn't have any protection on it. That pawn was giving protection. So we could take the knight off the board. Oh, they've given up. They've given up. Yeah, okay, they made a bit of an error there. Okay, that took 4 minutes, so nice bit of practice. Okay, just go straight into the next one then. Oh, I was meant to maybe change the... Well, we'll do a few 10-minute ones and then we can change it up, can't we? 15, 10s, 30 minutes. So we already played 1 10-minute there. Let's go here. Let's take. Just block. X-ray through to the king. Take the knight off the board. Castle. I'm only moving this quick because I'm familiar with this position. Knight's wanting to reign supreme in this square. I'm going to bring the rook across opposite the king. Yeah, stopping the knight from coming here, attacking this pawn. Could develop the bishop, x-raying through to the queen. And that's it for the early development. So now let's have a look at how can we transition from here. It's tempting to just jump in here, but really I don't want the rook sitting here, do I? If we take with the pawn, pawns on the knight. Oh, that's a bit of pressure. Let's go here. It's a bit of pressure on the knight, but it's not going to win us anything because they'll just push onto the bishop. Yeah, they're seeing all of that, so they've brought the rook defending the pawn. So that means, what does it mean to us? Bishop's going to get hit. Queen can come here. It's not doing much there. Pawn can push up, but our bishop's getting locked in. Knight can come around and attack the bishop. What is this knight doing at the minute? It's not supporting anything, is this knight, is it? So it could come here. Well, we don't really care if the bishop takes because the pawn's going to be on the knight anyway. So I'm going to bring the knight across, give the king some company, attack the bishop. That was always happening anyway, attacking the bishop. So now we've got a bit of a problem here, and they know what they're doing, because if we jump our knight here, it traps our bishop. So I'm going to bring the bishop here. Looks like they're looking to double up on the pawn here. Unless, of course, they're pushing past. No, let's take and attack the bishop. It's got two pieces on there. We've got two pieces protecting at the minute, which is his sly little bishop and the rook here. But now the bishop can take, but our bishop can take. It's just that it's a different sort of... Whoa, what is going on? Knight can now attack the queen, because it's got the support of the knight. And then we get the bishop, but not for free, obviously, because the queen just drops down. But we can at least attack the bishop. So I'm actually going to attack the queen. Gives them something to think about. If they knee-jerk reaction and go attack the bishop, we can grab the queen. Doesn't look like there's a knee-jerk reaction going on. So queen just simply drops because it's still staying on there. Do we take the bishop? Don't know yet. Okay, so the queen is moved somewhere it doesn't really want to go to. And simply taking the bishop, queen takes. I'm just trying to find, but there's no space for my queen to get into the game, really, is there? Got to be mindful of this pawn as well. Maybe we should just push this pawn, but that gives him time now to... I'm taking the bishop off the board. Talking all silliness there, just take it off the board. So he's going to want some position where his knight is attacking our knight. And we need to get this out because we're not going to last too long. Yeah, the pawn's going to hit the knight. So if we pushed, he pushes down onto the knight. So we need to move this knight first, don't we? Eek. So we could move this knight to block. Yeah, I think we move this knight to block the pawn. We still have these two protecting at the minute, this pawn here, but we probably want to get this pushed up. This knight's probably going... Oh, no. Okay, let's get this pawn out of the way so that all this sly business of that disappears. And knee-jerk reaction would have been to just hit the pawn with this, the knight with this pawn. What is that causing us? It's not going to come here. It's not going to go there. We'll get taken. It's not going to come here, he'll get taken. Goes back. Goes here. Or is there some magic in them capturing this pawn? Not sure, but let's see what they do. Oh, he's blocked our he's blocked our rook from protecting. Oh, and he's got the 2-on. Oh my life. Oh man. Oh, that's too clever for me. Let's just go here and attack the queen. Bishop takes, we get the queen for free with the rook. But we're not getting the pawn back. Oh, that's too clever. Attack the queen. Just takes the pawn. Just takes the knight, sorry. That's too clever for me, is that? I can't play like that. Damn. Wow. Let's support the pawn. I know it's only +1, but yeah. I missed that. That looked a little bit too swish for me. Let's attack the rook. Just going simple. Damn. Surreal times. Oh, why did I do that? Snowball. Oh, you should have just pushed on here. What am I going to do? Oh dear. He's still +1 anyway. I'm dead meat. I'm dead meat. Kablam. Oh, they're playing it like it's a bullet match. Interesting times. What happened? Black resigned. No, that's funny. I don't understand why there was. Oh dear, let me have a look. Let me have a look at this. I was like, draw. Maybe they were that mad that I was ended up getting a draw because we weren't. There was no way made. Let's have a look. Yeah, look at that. They're kind of winning here. So they've made some sort of error somewhere. -7. Yeah, the pushing of the pawn. So that's funny. Although it does show a draw now, so yeah, fair enough. Okay, we're on to 18 minutes there. Might take a little break. Let's jump in on a 15-10. See how we get on. Playing as black. Okay, let's block the pawn. It's an early bishop move. Let's see what he wants to do. Let's develop the knight. Let's bring the bishop in front of this pawn here. It looks odd. We've done one recently where we did this sort of opening. Let's capture the pawn, shall we? I think that, no, maybe not. We take, then he's got like a fork type thing with his pawn here, hasn't he? Supported by both the queen and the knight. So that won't work for us at this moment. He still can take, he's going to have a fork, but this pawn is blocking. Let's develop the knight. Bit of a quirky opening. Let's give this a try. Okay, like we said, this pawn is blocking, so at least we can attack their knight here. Excellent. All right, so it gives us a bit of time to maneuver a little bit. He's doubly protecting this pawn, so he's gone into defense nanny state. Where do we want to go from here? Queenside castling, or are we looking to attack this bishop again? It's opening up the kingside area. Do we want the queen coming off the back? What is it doing? That's easily defended. Bishop doesn't have any protection on it. Can a knight get to it? No. So do we change the trajectory of our attack? Knight coming here. Knight coming here. Maybe not releasing this pawn just yet. It's probably not going to hurt attacking the bishop. Just brings the bishop here. He's got sights coming through here. Maybe it's time to move the bishop out of the way a little bit. Attacking the pawn here. Then we're attacking here. Maybe something like that. Let's move the bishop. Oh, they've left the game. But we're taking too long in a 15-minute, 10-second game. We'll claim victory on that, but obviously it's not a real win. And let's go in for another one. Patience, patience. Okay, it's 15 minutes, 10-second game. That's what you're clicking on. Let's go here. Let's attack the pawn. Oh, I'm playing silly buggers now. Bet this is the same person that we just played. Right, let's go for a 30-minute game then. Ridiculous. 30-minute game. See if we're getting any takers here. Let's push. Let's attack the pawn. Just going to hit the center, see if we can open it up. Scrap with the knight. Develop the bishop. We'll put it here just in case they want to do this type of situation. We can take and just put a check on the king. Seems to work out okay if they do that. Queen's out, so we can defend with the knight or we can defend with the bishop. Bishop's actually attacking the queen, so it gives them something to think about. Could also go for a queen exchange. What are they realistically looking for? Maybe trying to attack the bishop somehow, swinging across to the other side of the board. What is it that they're wanting? I'm actually going to attack with the queen. Gives them something to think about. Bringing the knight just blocks. Are they dropping here just to attack the bishop? Also attacking the knight. Smaller piece defending. Maybe they've got like a... So if the queen comes there, we go here. Then this pawn drops. Takes, then this pawn's on the bishop. Then we do have the bishop putting a check on the king. Oh, they are going for that as well. Let's go here. But the smaller piece is attacking the queen, so if they did do that, we'll be able to take the queen off the board. Alright, so they've got this, this, this. So the queen looks like it's trapped. There. All of the places that the queen can go to look like they are going to get taken off the board. Unless I'm missing something. There. It's attacking us, smaller piece, defending, attacking their higher piece again. Don't need to overthink that, sorry. Moved a bit quick there. So this is a scratching, biting thing now. Takes. It's like distraction work because they know the queen is going. Doesn't mean because you've lost your queen that you've lost the game, but you know, obviously sometimes it's quite a major thing to lose your queen. Let's take. Looks like this. Oh, are they giving stuff up? Oh no, okay, they're attacking. So we're going to attack the pawn, attacking a higher piece. Yeah, they've given up now. Let's take. And we can take. So they may as well resign if they're just going to give pieces up. Okay, let's focus. Dark square bishop, queen, get the queen in, move the dark square bishop so that then the queen can attack the pawn. Good shot. Move the king. Well, they're still fighting on. It's probably coming back to defend the pawn. Nope. And let's just take the pawn off the board. I can't see any major threats towards my queen. This is why I'm kind of moving as I am moving. So the queen can put a check on the king, and it looks like it's... Oh, I thought it was checkmate then, but I think there's a few moves away. And then the bishop comes here with a check on the king, and I don't think he can move anywhere else. Oh, does something block its way? Where is it going? Oh, it can hide here, can't it? Of course. Yeah. And we have the queen taking the knight. So that's one of the dangers of bringing your queen out. You can bring it out, you know, bringing it out kind of early in the game. It can get trapped. I'm sure I've mentioned it before, where I was playing an over-the-board game. I was winning, and it was really good. I'd left my queen there, and then it just got trapped. Just like how that player got trapped there. It wasn't as fancy as this trap, but it got trapped. I couldn't move. And it looks like they've left the game, so we'll claim victory on that one. Let's go on to the next one. Oh, that was a bit quick. It's a 30-minute game, 0 increment. Simple development. Just in training for the over-the-board tournament. Don't feel like I've not done this attack for ages. Let's take. So at this point the opponent's thinking, well, I did exactly the same as what the opponent did, and yet I'm down a rook. How has that happened? That's what they'll be thinking at this stage in time. Gonna put a check on? No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Oh no, they've resigned. Why they resigned? It's not like we've won anything. +5, +4. Fair enough. On to the next one. So shall we change the time again? We did the 10-minute, didn't we? Done the 30-minute. They seem to be lasting quicker than the 10 minutes. Let's bump it up even further. 45-0. Wow, surprised I got a taker there. Okay, let's go here. Let's develop that. Although they're clicking on these long play games and they're not really wanting to play long play, are they? They're playing super quick. So if you start to play long play, then they'll just abort the game, won't they? Well, not abort, but leave. Shall we just see if we can get castled? Oh, attacking straight away. Let's attack. He's coming for this pawn, so I'll get the bishop here. So, let's just castle. Let's take. Now it's coming for the bish. Now it's supporting the bish. Bring the bishop. Oh no, we can't because of the pawn. Okay, so let's attack the knight. Make a decision. Are you taking the pawn? No, taking the bishop. Am I getting myself? Knight's protecting the queen. We have this, but his queen is protected. It'd be nice if his queen was somewhere where it wasn't protected. He's probably thinking the same thing. Let's see what we got. Move the queen out of the way, attacking the bishop. No, but he takes the knight. He takes the knight. He's looking to double the pawns. That's the situation, isn't it? If I go here, then his rook just hits me. But seeing as we're one of those, we're not bothered about the doubling the pawns. We're learning to accept that in the end game type thing, it's probably not a good thing. But we're equal on the pawns, but if we do double, then it's almost giving them a plus pawn in a sense. So now I've got to start thinking, well, okay, how do I make that work? The queen could come here to defend the knight. Yeah? So let's do that to see if we can avoid doubling the pawns. We've already got double pawns here. So just take with the queen. And he's got a double. We can take the pawn over here, but then we lose another pawn. Don't want to overthink it. If he doesn't take, then we go blam. Going to bring the pawns back in line. It's tempting to just go here and just attack the queen. Going opposite the king might not be a good thing in this one. Give my king some company, or attacking the b pawn. Always for the b pawn, but then he takes our pawn here. Let's bring the queen here and see if we can get the rooks into the game. At least the rooks do have a bit of space, especially with the double pawn situation that we've created. Let's attack their rook. It's attacking the queen, wants the queen out of the game. He's got the pawn, hasn't he? But we can take because we have a check on his king. We don't want to take this pawn because his queen is currently protecting it. So we could attack, but then it isolates this pawn. And if we go here, his rook's just going to come and attack. Just going to attack. If we go here, it splits the pawn up. And he's... I'm going for that. I think it's just going to get a bit too messy if I get too arty. So we'll have pawn majority on this side. He's got pawn majority on this side. If he takes. He has taken. Got a wraparound spot here though with his rook. Come on, poor majority. Oh, damn it. Damn it. Oh, man. The king. Oh, savage. The king is winning the game for him. How bad is that? Oh, sad times. Oh, that's bad. Oh, it's getting worse. I don't believe this. We were surely lost then. I think they've made a bit of an error with this pawn and king and rook situation. Wow. I'm silently impressed with myself. The game isn't over, but really we're getting promoted. I'm gonna have to just see what maybe he's just gonna see what mistake was made there. Oh, maybe it wasn't a mistake. I thought he was coming down for the rook. And they've resigned. I just need to take a look because we were definitely getting slaughtered. Boom. Yeah, look at that. Let's go a bit further back even. Yeah, let's do it from there. So that's when we're saying, oh, let's utilize the pawn majority we've got. And we made a duff move. Look at that. Wow. Moving the king across. Saying king c7. Oh, it's saying I should have gone the other way. Okay, right. Defending the rook. Blocking off the pawn. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, fine. So at this stage, it's only showing +5, which is winning. So they should really have built the advantage there. So I just want to see what changed, because they could, yeah, like I was saying, pushing the pawn, and they did push the pawn, but then something stopped. The rook went and attacked. Yeah, the rook didn't support the pawn, and then you'd expect the king to come down and take our rook. Yeah, and that's when they went away from their advantage. Let's hit the next one. So these 45-minute games seem to be going a bit quick. So shall we just go for a 15-minute zero increment game? Let's see how we get on. Oh, not many takers for a 15-minute zero. Interesting. Okay, playing as black. Let's push forward. Okay, let's bring the knight out. Small development of the bishop and castle. I think I'm going to lock everything down small in my own little world. So I'm going to do this to stop the knight jumping in. Get the bishop up. Just thinking, does this still mess us up because his knight comes here anyway, attacks the bishop? Just do a pawn move here. Take this pawn off the board. Let's hit the knight. Let's take the knight. So we have a bit of damage that can potentially take place here. Just bring the queen up, just supporting the pawn for now. Okay, so we've got squares, diagonals. Gonna have to move the king because of his annoying X-ray through. Thankfully there's nothing behind, so we could bring the knight up just to develop it. I'm going to bring it up. It's probably going to end up doubling the pawns. Okay, so is the queen looking to come down here? What is going on? What is going on? The move there a bit swift, isn't they? Or have they not seen that the knight is protecting at the minute? They must be very confident about these pawns pushing down. Or is the bishop escaping somehow, doing something? I can't see it. I think they've probably just realised that the knight is protecting the area. So we need to do something quick, sharpish about it. Yeah, I think they just realised. Let's go here. Yeah, they're moving too fast now. They've made a mistake and they're trying to claw it back. And we're kind of allowing them, I bet you, any money. If we take, so we want to go here. Rook could take his knight, pawn takes, queen attacks their queen, knight takes. But we're just giving them an advantage, aren't we? Are we? Are we? Rook takes. Pawn takes. Queen attacks the queen. Queen doesn't have to take, obviously. Take the pawn. Take the pawn. Hit the queen. Not yet, because it's on the pawn. Bring the queen up defending, also facing the king. Well, thankfully there's nothing behind, so we can attack the queen. You wouldn't have thought they would have exchanged because they've made a mistake. They're trying to claw it back, so they'll probably move the queen across or something because they still want to maintain some pressure on our king area. So going here, he's got the support of his knight. We do have our knight here at the minute. Gonna have to get our pieces into the game. Get the rooks in. I think I've got to play games where the opponents just aren't giving the queens up, because in this over the board tournament I'm probably expecting a lot of that. Okay, we'll claim victory on that. I think they got a little bit carried away with the bishop taking. I don't think they saw the knights here being able to protect this area. I think they thought the queen was coming here to attack the pawn. Okay, last game. Closely approaching the hour mark, don't want to overextend. Let's just push this pawn and block their pawn. Let's develop the knight supporting the pawn. Interesting, let's just support the pawn. Let's develop the knight, see if we can make some space for castling. Don't want to get embroiled in any distraction techniques. It's probably just taking. Yep, distraction techniques. Let's just grab the pawn. Let's bring the bishop here, supporting. And we can take with the bishop, but we're still going to end up with double pawns anyway. But we'll get more pieces off the board if we take with the bishop. So I'm going to take with the bishop and just capture here. So again, both moving very quickly. Let's just bring the bishop here. For my side of things, it's because I'm used to seeing this type of position and I'm feeling fairly happy about the position because I'm used to seeing it. I might be used to seeing it, but I might not like it. I'm used to seeing it and I like it, so we're okay with this position. And castle. Okay, so they've done something a little bit unique here by pushing this pawn here. Well, it's unique to me, it might not be unique to anybody else. And for me, I'm thinking it's opened up all these dark squares around the king. And we do have a dark square bishop. How do we make use of it though? Because it's currently jammed in at the minute. Do have 1, 2, 3 pieces protecting if we did push. But he can simply push onto the knight. Where does the knight go? And then we lose the 2 protection. Got still the pawn protecting the pawn. And the queen's protecting. Should we go for it? Just to open up space for the bishop? I think we're going to go for it. Talked myself into it. They attack. I'm thinking if we come in front, we're taking away the second protector of the pawn, so we're going to have to come this way. Yep, so come here. We've just chit-chatted through that. I think they probably wanted us to come here so that they could then win this. But we do have the bishop for a momentary little check on the king. At least it can breathe for a minute. And we do have queen that is looking so juicy here. Nothing else supporting it at the minute. but probably just try and take advantage of the dark squares around the king, like we mentioned earlier. So we'll sit that there. There's potential sites of this or this, but it's not really got any checkmate kind of situation brewing. So I think this dark square bishop's going to want to get our bishop off the board. Oh, excuse me. Could be some of this. Knight here. It's a bit slow, but some sort of pattern. Not forgetting this one, obviously. That's a juicy spot. Well, they may be thinking of how do they get the queen away. I think they'll want to get rid of the bishop. So this dark square bishop's not coming here just yet. And the rook can come here because the queen's supporting, just supporting. They do have a knight, and the knight could just attack the bishop. Just to say, what are you doing? If we come here, we get taken. Come here, we're protected. But really, what are we doing here? So they've gone into the tank, excuse me. And they may not do any of what we said. So the rook has come down. What's it looking to do? Rook rovery. Oh, same thing, same principle. He's wanting to attack the bishop. So we could attack the knight with the pawn. But like we said, the knight can come here and attack the bishop. And then if we move back, he can just take the bishop, then we lose the pawn. Okay, so do we continue with push? Because we know the bishop's going. Yeah, let's do the push and get the knight up. Let's get the knight in the game up here. I don't see any reason to slow that process down. Take when they come. Yep, let's take. Let's get the knight up. It's probably looking for an exchange with the queen now, just to simplify. Would be nice if they didn't, because we can then squeeze in here. But I don't think we're going to get that time. Maybe we might do. Okay, shall we swing? Or here. Attacking the rook. Gives them something to think about. Maybe we might get it in there then, because they're thinking about that. Or they just go for the queen exchange. Because if they attack our queen, we... Okay. Yeah, he's attacking the queen. We can still go here, but he's got two pieces attacking. Damn. It's a damn shame. It's a damn shame. Knight is protecting, so we could attack the rook with a pawn. Queen takes, knight takes, rook moves across. Giving them something to think about. Looks like I'm going to have to exchange. I don't really have to. I can move about with the queen. Could take this pawn off the board. Look a bit active. I'm going to take the pawn off the board. So they're just going to keep this position forever and a day now. Maybe the pawn's dropping because it's maybe they don't want to. Hitting the knight, so that might be a free piece if they're getting carried away with pushing this sort of stuff. Or if they're coming with the queen. Got a 2-on-1 on the rook. So we're hitting a few pieces. It's got unprotected, so the knight can't really go here because the rook is protecting. And rooks don't have any place in the center of the board, so we need to be doing something with our rook. 2 on 1. Their rook can come and attack our queen, obviously, but we can't take the knight. So it's a quid pro quo thing. To defend with the pawn, that poor rook is going to struggle for the rest of the game, I think. So I believe the knight is going to elevate itself out of there, either there or to here, but I don't think he'll block the rook, so I think this is the ideal square for them. So I bet you that's a troublesome position for them. So the knight can come down here, can come here. It's not hitting much, so does it come round to attack the queen? Possibly. If it does block that area though, we can sneak in here with a... Oh, what is happening? So we can put a check on the king. I must be missing something because they were holding court up there forever, weren't they? Are they fearful of something? We can take the pawn here with the rook. Or put the check on the king first. Put the check on the king first. I feel like I'm missing something. He's moved all his pieces over to the other side of the board. His king is home alone. We don't have a definite check on him at all, but we're maybe coming here, do something. The queen's not really got any support. Could bounce here with a check. Don't look like much to me. Comes here, knight can dance, but there's nothing for it to attack. Why is it that I'm in these positions where I've got nothing for the... Oh, that's going to hurt. It's messing with my system. It's protecting. So we could take the queen off the board. Well, not take it off the board, but go for an exchange. Ooh, look at that. Almost backranky thing. Should we do it? So if we go there, I think he goes here attacking the rook. Then we go with a check on his king. His rook takes, get a check on his king. It's not winning though, is it? Really? It's like drawish. Hit the queen with the rook. Going to take, they'll take the pawn. So coming back into myself, I don't think I need to try and overextend and greedy munch. Let's hit the queen, hitting the pawn, see if we can get some sort of situation going here. Queen staying tight to the... Coming for another pawn, greedy munching. Like we said, we want to see if we can get a situation going here. Is it possible? It looks like it might be possible because they're going greedy munching again. Okay, let's bring the queen here. Rook comes to defend. So it's not clear cut at all, is it? Rook comes and defends. Making me work. Oh, it doesn't come to defend. Checkmate. Nice one.